us why he is God. They will reap whirlwind. See, they have decided to sow brimstone. They will reap whirlwind. I told you to sue. If I get your phone, I'll smash it, I swear. What kind of rubbish is this? Please don't distract me. Allow me to do my work. Then we have the situation in Zamfara. You're already aware of what happened in Zamfara. The Zamfara thing was a terrible thing. We leave it for God. So those elections would have won, but they were rigged in very bizarre electoral scams, which we are currently challenging at the governorship election tribunals in the 4 states. It is my conviction that our party holds even brighter prospects ahead as we continue to no weapon formed against me shall prosper. As we continue to up our game and improve party leadership and organization nationwide. In the 4 years under reference, we faced threats of division over our party leadership through a court case instituted by 6 members of the National Working Committee, led by the late Ozonwa-Kwesi Okafor, who was our then National Vice Chairman, Southeast. We won the case at the Court of Appeal and in the Supreme Court. That victory secured the unity of our great party. And since then, we've had a stable and united leadership, which is partly responsible for the improved electoral results we've recorded so far. Under our leadership, APGA convened 2 National Executive Committee meetings to discuss and approve policies and to approve some decisions of the NWC. The first NEC meeting held at Oka on December 21, 2016, while the second one held on May 14, 2019, to approve the dates and plans for the 2019 National Convention of our great party. Under this leadership, we have, with great sense of tolerance and commitment to popular participation, enhanced participation by members and party autonomy and freedom of actions at all levels within the ambit of the Constitution of our party 2019. We believe the party needs the efforts of all its leaders and members for optimal results. However, in spite of efforts to involve everyone in decision-making and in running the affairs of the party, we still face the challenge of indiscipline from a few members. We have to enforce discipline where necessary to uphold the unity and health of the party. Those who deliberately violated the constitutional provisions for settling internal disputes by taking the party to court were expelled to prevent a return to the judicial rascality that almost destroyed the party in the past. Section 2 of the 2019 Constitution of our great party, I hope you know we have a new constitution. Are you aware? Yes. We have a brand new constitution. That's the one I'm quoting. I said 2019. So our Constitution 2014 as amended is now moribund. We have a new constitution which followed due process, followed the Constitution section 250 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 2009 as amended, and subsequently submitted to INEC. INEC received the copies of the Constitution, approved it. So if anybody is telling you about factions in the party, it's mere gibberish. There is no faction in APGA. If you talk of faction, forget, unless you are a newcomer to politics, for you to emerge the national chairman of APGA, you have to go through a process, sure you know. And the process includes, one, there will be congresses of the party from the ward to local government, to state. When the Congress has held, or the Congresses have held, then those elected at various stages, they move to the next stage. So from the state Congresses, those that will go to national Congresses are elected. The National Convention are elected, isn't it? And we have people who call statutory delegates to the National Convention. So after the National Convention, it is at the National Convention that the National Working Committee members, including the National Chairman, are elected. You don't go to a hotel in Owerri after taking 2 bottles of champagne. You declare yourself National Chairman. It can't work now. I hope you understand me. And I don't know why our people are easily shaken. Gullible, that's the word, the barrister. Gullible people. You shouldn't be shaken by anything. All of you pass through statutory Congress, isn't it? The National Convention. Why should somebody somewhere, a political nincompoop, a political non-entity, be intimidating you? Political nitwit. Grammar is flying everywhere here. That shows that APGA is made up of men of intellectuality. So show it. Don't let nobody intimidate you. Once you have God and you have your confidence in you, you can ask the mountains to move and it will obey you. You should not be shaken by anything. And let me tell you something. Ever before we were formed in our mother's wombs, God had already known us. No man can decide your destiny. Your destiny is in the hands of God. And that's what I believe. This world, as far as I'm concerned, is transient, is ephemeral. There's nothing here. You live and go. All the money, all the powers, all the riches will be abandoned here. And you are gone. Even your precious body will be eaten by moths and termites. Is it not true? So why are you intimidated? You have to make every sacrifice for this party. APGA has come to stay. And we do not owe any apology to anybody for working for the growth of our party. It is a moral responsibility. And we have called this meeting for us to continue to bond. We did it in 2015, isn't it? It was a success. And we're repeating it in 2019. And this will be my last time to organize a national retreat. Because by 2023, I'm gone. I don't know if you are getting me. By 2023, I will no longer be standing here as national chairman. My tenure would have ended. And some of you looking at me here, our tenures would have ended. Some of you can remain. There's no problem. But for national chairman, you cannot adjust. It is gone and you are gone. That is why you have to make hay while the sun shines. Okay? So this constitution we have produced, we produced for the good of this party. And you know, we are very timeous in the things we do. We work according to political expediencies. As situations arise, issues arise, ideas arise, and we tackle the issues as they arise. Let no fool somewhere begin to intimidate you, calling himself national chairman. When the man said he was national chairman from no convention, what we did was to go to court, because we are law-abiding people. We went to court and slammed a court order on him perpetually, not to parade himself as national chairman of the party. And since that the man has gone into political oblivion. He has disappeared, including his sponsors. They have all scampered for safety. This section states clearly that even after exhausting the internal process of redress, a dissatisfied member must first give the party a 1-month notice before eventually filing any case in court against the party. Let me tell you, many people do not read the Constitution. I want to use this opportunity to sound a note of warning. Ignorance is no excuse in law. The Constitution of the party should be your second Bible. You read it every day, at least one page every day. Read it all over and over and over again and get used to the various sections of as articles of the Constitution. So you know where your rights begin and where they end. It's very important. Once you take ABGA to court without following due process, you lose your membership automatically. All those that took the party to court, all of them who did not follow due process are no longer members of this party. I hope you know that. Yes. All the Ihuomas, all the Adams, they are gone and gone for good. And that is the truth. If you summon up courage and take the party to court without following due process, you are planned to exit from the party, and we will help you exit because we are going to delete your name from the membership of the party. The 6 members of the NWC who violated this provision were expelled from the party on the 21st of December 2016. Sure you remember? Yes. In Oka. In the last NEC meeting, it was resolved that henceforth, any member that takes the party to court in violation of the Constitution will automatically lose party membership. We do not need to write you. We do not need to set up any disciplinary committee. You automatically, see, get the word, automatically lose your membership of the party. Then, as part of measures to entrench discipline, the National Working Committee also dissolved the Imo State Executive Committee of the party, following allegations of gross misconduct. This was approved by the last NEC and National Convention. You remember what I'm talking about? Crisis inherited in some states, chapters of the party, including Akwa Ibom. Where is Akwa Ibom chairman? You are there. Kaduna. Plateau. Where is Plateau? Good. Abia. Where is the Hiemer, Reverend? Among others, we are resolved. We resolve those crises. As soon as we've resolved the Abia, sit down. As soon as we resolve the Abia crisis, another crisis erupted, caused by political mischiefs and troublemakers, led by Lex Oti. Call a spade a spade. It's not true. It's true now. Dr. Lex Oti used to be a member of the, a former member of the Board of Trustees. He is no longer a member of the Board of Trustees. He has lost his membership. Okay? So, I don't know what is responsible for his angers. He set up a parallel structure in Abia State, calling them members of the State Working Committee and causing confusion everywhere. But what I've told the Abia people is for them to remain focused. Do you understand? If you cut off somebody's head, he'll be struggling. So you know, he'll be running from pillar to post until he loses breath. That is what is happening to our opponents in Abia State. They are breathing the last air. You allow them to suffocate naturally. You don't need to fight them anywhere, because fighting them and making noise about what they're doing is popularizing them. The structures we set up in Abia, led by Hiemere, remains the authentic structure.